Hey guys, it's Everything Cards, and today I have a deck review on the Shadow Masters deck by Illusionist. This is a pretty old deck. Both it was put out a long time ago, and also it's old in my collection, one of the older ones. But I'm really glad it's in there. It's a great deck. Let's get into the review. The box is pretty normal, like most Illusionist boxes. It has a 3 of spades reveal. Most Illusionist boxes have a barcode reveal, which is kind of cool. I don't think I would ever use it, but it's nice. Let's get into the extra cards right here. There are 2 jokers, which I got mixed up right here. I don't know if you can see, but this one has a 3 of diamonds reveal right here. This one is holding an hourglass right here, and it's replaced with a 3 of diamonds reveal on the other joker. Alright? Pretty subtle. You get a double backer, and you get an add card. Alright, let's get into the actual deck. It's an all-black deck, which means you're going to have some chipping on the edges when you do pharaohs and stuff, which you can kind of see. But this deck, the chipping is pretty minimal. It's not going to chip more than most of your black decks, and it shouldn't be a surprise with getting a black deck that it chips. So it's really not a big deal. The back design is really cool. It's a faded black bicycle design. It's really cool. I don't know if I would perform with this, just because it looks so cool. They might think there's something up with it, but it looks really cool for flourishes and stuff. Let's get into the faces. The spades and clubs are sort of silvery faded towards the center. And you can see that the pips on the spades and clubs, the actual number is white, and then the pip is gray. The reds are just deeper, and they are like shadowed a little bit. The face cards are really cool. They're white and gray, and all shades of gray and black. It's just really cool. It's faded. I'll just give you a look at the rest of the cards. The ace of spades is the same as the front of the box. It's pretty cool. I'll just go through the rest of the cards. The rest of the aces are normal. Yep, it's a really cool design. Alright, so like I said, the design is really cool apart from the chipping. Let's get right into the handling. This deck is going to handle maybe just even a little bit better than most of the USPCC decks out there. I don't know what it is, but for a black deck with all the ink, it handles really well. It's really slippery and slick. I meant to say slick. Came out as slip, something like that. Sorry about that. But it spreads nice in the hands. It's slippery, and you can do fans. The black borders make it look kind of not as good as in the fans. Also the chipping. But if you fan the faces, you get a really cool design, and it doesn't chip on the faces, so it looks really clean with the gray and red. Alright, so it spreads and fans nice. The stock is nice for springs. It's not too thick like most Illusionist decks. It's nice. It's not too soft like most USPCC decks, but it's not too thick like most Illusionist decks. It's kind of a good middle of those. So yeah, cut-wise, you can do pretty much all the cuts you would want to with most decks. This one does fine, and it looks good doing it. Most cardistry cuts look pretty nice while you use this deck, just because of the aesthetics are pretty pleasing to the eye. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. It's a good deck. If you like the design and don't mind black decks chipping a little bit, I would definitely recommend picking it up. It looks really nice in cuts, and it's a great one to add to your collection. Alright, again, it's put out by Illusionist, and more requests are always taken, so Flourish requests have been posted, and I will try to fulfill those pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time.